Hello there, everybody in PACE. I would like to introduce myself and my course in this video so that you can sort of see what you're in for this semester. The first thing I should do is probably introduce myself. My name is David Brysh, if you don't know me out there. I'm the APS Online Counselor, and of course, I teach the PACE class. I've taught psychology. Before I came to APS Online, I taught English at Hinckley for, I think it was 11 years. And then I came to APS Online, and I've taught here for 3 years now in social studies. And I'm transitioning to the counselor role, and so right now I'm kind of in between doing counselor stuff and teaching stuff too, because I enjoy it. So that's a little bit of introduction about me. If you want to know a little bit more, you can go to materials. You can go to teacher info, and you can see me. I'm right there. In terms of the class, you can see that this looks very similar to other classes that you might have had before. In the lower left-hand corner there are, like information to get in touch with me as quickly as you need to. So you can see my phone numbers there. You can call or text. You can see my emails there. Email me anytime. We can connect, via webinars, kind of like what I'm doing right now, except for you would be in the little chat window and we would be talking to each other and showing you around things and answering questions or whatever you need. So that's available whenever you want. This class right now, the survey that I did of you guys at the kind of over the break, we were deciding that we would do videos like this rather than a weekly webinar. So, you'll see that kind of as we go along. And the first video being this one. So let's get on with it. This is the updates page. You'll see the introduction. I recorded one here, but I'm going to be replacing it with the one I'm doing right now this minute. So you'll see the introduction one right there on the updates page, and that'll just keep filling up when we get more and more updates as we go along. The shell of the class that I was given, let's take a look here. We're going to start with quarter 3. The shell of the class I was given has got course information, so that's what I was telling you before. This is where the teacher info is. So if you let's click in there real quick, I guess. If you want to know who's teaching this course, that would be me. If I find any resources, I'm going to stick them in here. When we get to the essays, you're going to have rubrics. So I'm going to put the rubrics in there too, so that nothing's surprising to you. And then let's go back to quarter 3. And here is the shell of the class right now. We're going to be adding discussions in here once a week and stuff, so we can kind of talk about how it's going in your either career or, I guess not your career, but your job or your community service experience. So let's talk about the class in general. The class is called PACE, P-A-C-E, which stands for Professional and Community Experience. So it could be that you have a job. Most of you in the class right now have a job. And so that's why you're here. You're trying to get credit for the job. But you can also be in this class to do community service experience. So say that you next year want to also be in PACE for community service, you certainly can. And here's the outline of the class. Like I said before, we're gonna do some discussions and stuff. But for the most part, our assignments are these here, right? We're going to have the first week here, we're going to do a quick little work information thing so I can get to know each of your supervisors so that we have a relationship there. There's the PACE signature form, which is a formal document for your supervisors. There's the weekly work log, which you'll be doing kind of between now and the end of the quarter. Then you'll do another one for next quarter. There's 3 essays, and then there's the evaluation at the end. All right, so that's kind of the introduction to the course. I'm really excited about this course. We've never done something like this before here at APS Online, so I'm kind of excited about it, and I hope you are too. It should be fun and interesting, and getting credit for all the time you're spending working, I think, is a great thing. The essays, a lot of people look at them and are kind of freaked out by them, but it's reflections on the things that you're currently doing. So it's not like a ton of extra work from what you're normally doing, but I want to know about what you've learned from your job and how it's made you a different person. So that's that's the class in an overview. Remember, you can contact me anytime. You can call, text, email. We can connect via webinar if you need to, so we can talk face to face, even if you're not in the classroom. One thing I should mention, though, before I go, is that I'm at Central on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I'm at Gateway Tuesday, Thursdays. So, if you come into those sites, then you'll see me there. If we need to connect another way, then, that's why you have this information here. You can call me or text me or email me. All right, guys, let's have a great quarter and then a great quarter 4 because, a lot of you are seniors and you're graduating. A lot of you are juniors, and you're getting close there to, doing the ACT and doing well in class. So let's have a great quarter. All right, guys, take care.